Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and we're here with another episode of Free Pattern Friday. Yay! Free Pattern Friday! Today we're going to do the Knotty Block. But first, this block's going to be a beautiful 8.5-inch square when we're done. But first, I want to talk to you about Michelle at Bits Pieces Quilting. Now, this is a surprise shout out for her. So if you go there, you like what you see, share, like, subscribe with your friends, and tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. I think it'd be a very cute thing to do for her. Now, the other thing is in the show notes, besides the cutting instructions and Michelle's YouTube channel, is our Facebook group, which we're making use of the rooms, so we're sewing in those virtual rooms. We're also sharing pictures. It's a growing community very quick, and you get to actually know some of the other members in your group. The other thing that's in that show notes is your Zoom link for your monthly sew date. Now the dates are listed from now until December, so you have a chance to come join us and come sew with us from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I live in Alberta, Canada. So share, like, and subscribe. Over half of you are still not subscribing to our channel, so we really need that, help out. And commenting also helps us out. So come on in. We've got some sewing to do today. Okay, we're here at the sewing table, and these are all 3.5 by 2.5. Now, I'm going to let you look at this layout because that's the way I laid these out. But this is not what this is going to look like when we're done. All of the blocks, if all of the blocks were laid out like this, right? Just like this. I'm going to put all the colors together and all the lights together. Okay, basically it's easier to assemble. But I wanted you to see what the game plan was here, just in case you're like, you're going to do what with this block? Okay, so this is how the pile you're going to have, and you need 8 of each, right? You need, 2.5 by 3.5 low volume, and 2.5 by 3.5 low volume. And this is the silliest block, and I just thought, oh my gosh, what a cute block. So what you do is you lay them out very carefully so that they overlap and look like that, right? Now I'm going to show you how to do this with your magic wand, because I know some of you just don't get the whole magic wand thing. So what you're going to do is lay it out there like that, and you're going to draw your line. I'm hoping I can get this. And you can draw your line on all of them if you want, but I'm just going to show you this one. And we're going to put this right down, and what you want to do with your needle is just touch the line but not cross the line. Okay? So this one's on the bottom, this one's on the top. You lay them out so they're perfectly matched in all directions, and you kind of can peek at where the bottom corner is, and you just lay them across like that. And that's actually a better way of doing them. I mean, I've done this block with 3-inch by 2-inch as well. I mean, it works. It's just such a beautiful block to put together. But I'm going to do it this way. Okay. Oh, I got into the salvage a bit on this. Okay, where did this block end? Where does this block end? Nope, right there. Okay, right there. I'm going to pull this block out just a hair so I can see the bottom. And you can kind of see where this block ends. Right there. And at 45, you get a good 45. You can also do this marking with your, 45-degree ruler. That also works. So, yeah, this is, I have seen this block on Pinterest I don't know how many times, and I thought, ooh, this would be such a nice block. Because it's quick and it's fast. It uses your 2.5-inch pieces. Many of you have requested the 2.5-inch scale, because you have a bunch of these jelly roll strips left over. You know, and I get it. I buy them too, or used to buy them. I don't buy them as often anymore, and I don't get them in my stash because they're not usually donated. So, you know, somebody has taken the time to use them up. But I do end up cutting like 2.5-inch strips, right? So, and that's okay. Okay. Last couple. We've got just a few more. If you're doing these, if you're going to do like a whole quilt of this, I would recommend you sit and you get them all marked first, because this slows you down quite a bit. Okay. Hopefully I kind of left them in order. Otherwise I'll be sitting here. I might change the order of that. I'm not sure. Okay. There. And of course you get those bonus triangles, which I mean are always useful for other little things. Yeah. Oh, if any of you are wondering the quilt behind me when we start this video, that's going to be our next sew-along. Is our beautiful next sew-along will be that psychedelic snowflake behind me. And that's going to be a free pattern. So, I'm excited about that. I just have to sit down and get time to draw it all out and, you know, make it happen. And now I just grab a little leader ender, because who doesn't need another little orphan block that's going to finish at 2.5? Okay. There. Okay, so now we got all of these. I'm just gonna, not cut the hair. Okay, and I'm going to pull them out the way we sewed them. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, before we do anything, we check to make sure we have good coverage, right? That coverage has to be, right, like there where this is covered and that's covered. Now, I have got good coverage, except I went the wrong way. So I'm going to fold this, press them to the dark. So I'm, let's see. And I'm going to cut, give it a generous 1/4 inch and down. Okay, press to the dark. I've got good coverage. Yes, I do. Nice. There we go. So we're going to do this with all of them to make sure that we've got, you know, the right spacing and everything. Well, that works. Nice. There. Now these kind of look weird, don't they? They kind of like, what are you going to make out of that? Well, this now measures 4.5 inches, right? Well, it's a little off, but it should be okay. Okay. There. Now these are all, you know, they're going to be 4.5 inches by 2.5. That means when you sew 2 of them together, they're going to be a perfect little 4.5 inch thing. Okay, let's get this. This lines up. Yes, it does. Now, if I was doing a whole big bunch of these, I would have enough for a quilt. I would do all the same technique at the same time, right? So I wouldn't be sitting, you know, I would do more than one block if you're going to do them en masse. I'm only making one for demonstration purposes. And hopefully you can see all of this. And last one. And then we lay them out. And you can see what I'm doing with them. Yeah, we've got good coverage. That's awesome. There. Okay, now we lay them out again. So we're going to lay them out where this one goes this way and this goes this way. Right? The darker ones go towards the center. Now it doesn't look like it's going to fit, does it? Because they haven't been sewn together, right? So this gets a little, wait a minute, that didn't work. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It really does, guys. Okay, then this goes here, right? And then this goes here. Okay, just like so, right? Now there's your knotty block. Now, when you're doing these in a quilt, you have definite strong diagonal lines being formed, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to start sewing these together. And I'm going to wait before I even start. I'm going to put that all back. I'm going to change out my foot. This is one of those blocks where you would change out your foot. You would do all of one task, then you would do the next task. And I got myself a new universal slant shank foot for my 301A. And it works beautifully, so I'm quite pleased. And, okay, so this goes down. Okay, so now all this is impressed to the dart, so all the lines go towards the dart. So when you're sewing them, okay, hopefully, yeah, okay, here we go. Hopefully you won't have any, there shouldn't be any slipping or, you know, flip seams. I'm famous for flipping my seams, so I decided I might as well just embrace the fact that I flip my seams. Now I'm just pushing them away from each other. You could at this point press open if you felt more comfortable doing that. That's up to you. I'm going to let you do you best, because the idea here is to get a nice flat block. So we're going to be doing that by nesting. But essentially, once you get all four of these sewn together, it's a 4-patch, right? So that's why. Okay. Now I'm just going to press this way. Here we go. Just like that. And get the last one. Oh, that didn't line up. There it is. There's the one that's nice. Nice and neat. There we go. Now, I'm just going to press this out. Yeah, it might, if you press them open, they might get a little easier to manage. And we're just going to start running through all these little things. Now, I've seen where they've built quilts and they've used all these little triangles as a piece border on two sides, just to give, you know, to take all the colors from the quilt and put it into the quilt. Now you end up with like 8 of these, so you can make 2 pinwheels. Ugh, what have I done? There we go. I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Okay, I sewed a triangle where it was just the triangle being sewn, not the piece of fabric. So I'll just quickly run that one through and get the last one done. There. And these leader enders, some people just do them as leader ender, right? So, okay. So now this would go out like so, just like that. Okay, so that's how this is spinning, right? So you can see there's going to be strong lines. So let's take them and just sew this part together and get them webbed together so that they'll go through the sewing machine quite nicely. And there. Let me put those two together just like that. We're going to web them. So we put this basically together with, you know, one seam down the middle on either end, right? I'm gonna show it. Oh, I lost some of my triangles. Oh well, I guess I'll just do another. I'll just do a quick one of these. They probably fell on the floor. Oh no, I'll have to rescue them and make them into something for you. Okay, we're also making little 4 patches in blue and white because I'm overrun with blue. And that's okay. Blue is one of the most popular colors to purchase. And people all over the world, they love their blue. So if this one goes this way, this one has to go that way. The seam is going this way. Here. So I'm just finger pressing them to the right direction. Flip it over. Get the needle down. Get that nice nesting going on. Okay. I was cutting this block last night. I cut it all out of my crumbs and I had exactly enough crumbs in the low volume fabric, which I thought was so cool because it's a blueprint. So that'd be a pretty low block when it's done. Okay, there we go. And we'll run through another 4 patch and we'll get to our ta-da moment here right away. Okay, last bit. And here's our ta-da moment. So here's this Knotty Block. It finished here at 8.5 inches square and it's quite a cutie. You could go all scrappy with these, including with your low volumes, just go all scrappy. And it would look like just so much fun. You do have some strong crisscrossing lines when you do make it into a quilt because each block would have a cross within it, right? So this is just such a gorgeous scrappy block. I mean, you could play with it and do all sorts of things with it. The other thing is with these little bonus triangles, I guess that's what everybody is calling them now. Was able to make 2 of them, so I'm going to put them as part of the Orphan Block Challenge and square them up and, you know, give them a good press and see what size I need so I can cut them down to this. Otherwise, they would end up in the trash. So I was able to make 2 cute little pinwheels. So I do hope you give this block a try. It has been so much fun bringing you this block. I can see a few people in here playing with this strong geometric, you know, crisscross. So it'll be wonderful to see those pictures in the Facebook group. So until we meet again, I've had a delightful time showing you this block. Until we meet again, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, happy week ahead. Okay, you take care until then. Bye. My husband and I would love to thank you for all of the amazing people that we have met along this crazy YouTube adventure that we've been having. We do free speaking engagements too, so if you're part of a guild and they're looking for, you know, people to talk and, you know, and chat with, you know, in their monthly meetings, tell them that I'm doing free ones just to help the guilds out because it's been a tough time for the guilds as well. You know, share, like, and subscribe with your friends, you know, make sure that they're, you know, they get the word out on us. That's the best way you can do to help us out. So until we meet again, I want to thank you. Okay, goodbye.